Today I am at GAIT Therapeutic Riding Center in Milford, PA. I have Martha Dubensky, and Martha is the manager. What is your position exactly?
I am the executive director.
Executive director, okay. And I contacted Martha because this is a nonprofit organization, and basically it's for special needs children and adults, correct? And let me ask you, Martha, how long ago was GAIT Therapeutic established?
So we actually established this in 1995 with our first board of directors.
Okay.
It was at a different location, but we've been here on this particular location since 1998.
Okay, wow, very okay. So let's see, 98 to 21 years.
Well, next year will be our 25th year in business.
Oh wow, good for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh my God. Well, you're doing something right then.
People seem to like it.
Well, you know what? Just from the little bit that I have seen, you touch my heart. Well, number one, I had a horse, so I'm a horse lover, and how horses relate to people or animals in general, it is so special, and it's one of those things that there are no words for, because animals sometimes have more sense than the people. Was there, I guess, a catalyst, or whoever established it, which I don't know.
It was me.
It was you. Okay. Was there something that in your life that made you want to do this?
So I have to go back to when I was a little kid, actually.
Okay.
So I've always loved horses and wanted a horse, and
Okay.
I was lucky enough when I was 12 to get a horse.
Oh yeah.
In my backyard. So I had to take care of it and
Right.
learn how to, all the ins and outs of horse care.
Of horse care.
Not just vets and blacksmith, but just the everyday care.
Everyday
water
care.
in the winter.
Right.
And everyday care. So so I actually had I had horses then pretty much the rest of my life.
Right.
But as a kid, you just ride horses, right? You have them out in the backyard, you take care of them, and you brush them and groom them, and you love them, and it's so fun. And then you go to shows and the whole bit, and it's just a fun time.
Right.
But when we then life moves you around a little bit.
It does.
My husband and I ended up in Honesdale,
Okay.
PA. It was about an hour from here.
Right. Sure.
And somebody there said, "Oh, you like horses? Come and see what I do." So she was going to a therapeutic riding center up there in Honesdale area.
Oh, okay.
And I went along, and I was astonished at the reaction of the horses when they saw a busload of special needs boys from New York City getting off the bus. And these were high-powered show horses. Right. And you could see the horses actually just take a breath and just release all that tension in their bodies of their showing.
Right.
And they just performed like you would not believe how quiet they were.
They became
letting these boys get on them, and some had no verbal speech, but they could, they could still get on a horse. And so as time went by, the woman that was running it asked if I'd like to teach and ride, and I said, yes, of course I would. So
right.
So from that, really, then I went on to become certified through there's a Pennsylvania certification for people with special needs. It's very specific.
Okay.
You have to know the horse really well and how the horse can help people with special needs. And I really had no grandiose ideas about starting anything, but somebody called me out of the blue and said, here in Milford, and said, I'd really like to start a program, and I hear that you know how to do things. And I said, okay, I'll give it a shot.
Wow.
So I was in their backyard for a couple of years with their backyard horses, but then I realized, you know what, this is not for any horse. Some horses really don't like this kind of work. It's just too difficult for them. It's too mind-boggling, if you will, for for some horses.
I was going to say, and I wanted to let the audience know that it's a very interesting thing with horses, and especially, you know, if you're dealing with thoroughbreds and show horses, most of them have to be worked every day. Yep. And so I don't want to say their mentality, but that's, I guess, that their spirit tends to be a little high strung. And so to put any adult or child on that horse, you have to know that horse. But what's interesting is that, as Martha said, the horses, as soon as all these special needs children came off that bus, the horses knew.